Ooh. Oh my gosh, that would have been YouTube gold. Good morning, guys. Listen, today's going to be a short one. I just wanted to bring you along. It's fall, but there's still a couple little things going on in the garden. The peppers that I thought for sure, the experimental peppers, the ones that I just took the seeds out of some random peppers at the grocery store, and I planted those into little starter pots in the early spring. And then I moved those guys out to the garden later that spring, and they've been growing all through the summer. They're still fruiting to this day, which is crazy. I have so many peppers because I overplanted them thinking half of them might die, they may not fruit because who knows, I'm just getting seeds out of some grocery store pepper. No. Now, they don't look like the peppers that I bought at the grocery store. They're all different. Every single plant has some slight genetic variety, but they all kind of taste like sweet peppers, which is kind of cool. Let's go check that out. And I also have a small thing I need to do today, so it's just going to be a couple random chores. All right, let's get to it. Okay. Before I get to the peppers, I feel like I'm on a roller coaster with these I almost said sweet peppers, with these sweet potatoes. First the deer come in, they destroy all the vines, and then the vines start leafing up again, and I thought, oh, this is fantastic, everything's going good. And then they just keep coming back and nibbling off the leaves. I mean, let me see if I can grab some and show you what I'm talking about. I mean, look at this. They just cut it down to nothing, and then they leave these little slips. Now, if we were very early in the spring season, I'd actually plant this thing, and believe it or not, this would root. But it's almost time to harvest these things. Really, I should be harvesting these soon. Who knows? That might be the next video. Alright, so this is what I wanted to show you. You see this guy? He looks almost like some sort of hot pepper, but it's a small sweet pepper. Almost, it tastes really like a bell pepper in a lot of ways, but I'll show you some others. Let's see if I can get this one in view. You see that guy? It's kind of a long shape to it. It doesn't really have that big bell pepper shape to it. That's from a different plant over here on the side. This is a smaller plant right here. Let's see what shape this guy is, if I can find one. Yeah, here you go. Look at that. That's kind of crazy. So each one of these, you hear my assistant in the back? Each one of these is really exhibiting just completely different behaviors, even though all of these seeds really came from the same peppers. Speaking of fruit, I mean, yeah, these guys are everywhere here, but look at this. Look at all of these. These are hard to tell because they're green. They're all green, but they'll start to ripen soon enough. There's one. There's one. There's another one right here, another one right here. These guys are everywhere. Everywhere I look, more and more peppers. So this gives you some idea of what I'm talking about, how productive. There's more here. Everywhere I look, there's more. This gives you some idea of how productive these plants really have been for me this year. I'm surprised. I may not even need to plant next year because these things have been so prolific. I have a freezer full of chopped sweet peppers. Look how tall these things are. This is great, and they're still flowering. That's crazy. All right, enough gawking at the garden. Let's get to work. This thing is leaking really bad. This connection just isn't holding up the way that it should. And so I went ahead and I bought a new garden hose fittings. We're gonna give this a shot. I didn't want to run this just to show you where it was leaking because I wanted this to stay dry, but it was right here. Let me get closer to you. Right here, it seems like maybe this was welded together or just pressure fit together, almost like a rivet, but it definitely seems like it was leaking right through there. So there's no other option other than to just cut this thing off and try again. All right, let's see. I have these PEX pipe cutters. We'll see if this one works out for us. If not, we'll try something else. Yep, that seems to be working quite nicely. All right. Now this is important. I just took off a male fitting. A male fitting. You want to replace it with a male fitting. Otherwise, you're going to have a hose that doesn't connect to anything. Oh, you know what? I already goofed. Let's hope I can get this off. Time to get the pliers. Alright, if you know what I did wrong, go ahead, leave a comment down below. I'll give you a second. Alright, do you guys know what happened? That's right. Forgot to put the clamp on first. Because once you put this in, there's no fitting that thing over top. Alright, we get it as absolutely tight as we can. Right along there. That's a good, nice, tight fit right there. And now, we just have to get a screwdriver and tighten this guy down. Let's start with this though. Actually, we might be able to do it with just this. And that is it. That's all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go give this guy a shot. Nice fit. All right. Let's go give it a shot. So we're definitely getting water, and it is completely dry, so I think we got a successful fit here. So that's it, guys. I just wanted to bring you along for a quick look at the garden. I know it's looking pretty empty out there, but we're getting into fall, so things are changing. Also, I wanted to bring you along for that quick fix on the hose. A tip in case you didn't know, you can replace the fittings on your hoses. You don't have to throw the whole hose away. Those things are expensive. Have you looked for a hose recently? The prices are crazy. So anyways, that was a cheap fix. I think it cost me less than $5 to get those fittings, and took me less than 5 minutes to put it all together. So I appreciate you guys hanging along. If you're still here this whole time, please do subscribe. I really would appreciate it. Drop me a like and some comments and suggestions on things that you've done with old garden hoses that might need a little bit of TLC. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys next time. As always, y'all be good, and I'll see you on the next one.